Hello, this is StopFake News.
We disprove fake news about the events occurring in Ukraine. Today I, Margot Gontar, and my colleague Alina Suhonyako are going to refute false news.
This week, journalists of the RIA Novosti restored the statement by NATO Secretary General. In particular, they said that Anders Fogh Rasmussen gave credit for Vladimir Putin, but in fact he accused Russia's president of invading Ukraine. Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs corrupted the context of the statement of Ukraine's Minister of Defense, and Russian channel Russia 24 lies to its audience, launching news about children from Transcarpathian region in Ukraine being served draft notices. Russian media launched news titled NATO Secretary General greeted Vladimir Putin's plan on resolving Ukraine crisis. The news is made in the way to give the feeling that leader of this international organization supports the policies of Russian president. However, in his interview, NATO Secretary General aired his discontent at Putin's actions. Anders Fogh Rasmussen stated in his interview to Reuters that Russia had invaded Ukraine and hence nowadays NATO has to bolster defense against Russia. It's for the first time NATO has considered Russia as enemy since the Cold War. Mr. Rasmussen also added that NATO greeted the efforts towards seeking a peaceful solution of Ukraine crisis. He told in particular, it's important to be realistic about what is happening on Earth, and we have witnessed, unfortunately, Russia's involvement into destabilizing situation in eastern Ukraine until today. Russia keeps attacking Ukraine in the east border, he commented. At the same time, Prime Minister of Great Britain David Cameron pinpointed that the pressure on the part of the US and the EU on Russia will keep growing until the latter does not cease its aggressive policy towards Ukraine. And Major NATO commander in Europe Philip Breedlove does not chant the prices of Putin's statement either. If Russia finally withdraws its troops and militants from the territory of Ukraine, this will mean that Moscow is really intent upon putting an end to bloody combat. However, until today, Russia has not made any move towards peace so far. Therefore, Putin's words are hardly proven by his actions.
On the 1st of September, the website of Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs published a statement running that Ukrainian Minister of Defense Valery Helitey called up for sacrificing more dozens of thousands of lives in, as he called it, the Great Patriotic War. In other words, he is said to initiate a new punitive operation in his native land. Thus, he means to make Ukrainian people continue the bloody civil confrontation. It seems to be the first case when a man uses such a blasphemous excuse for keeping his current positions in the history of Europe, Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs wrote. This statement was then spread by the largest Russian mass media. However, Mr. Helitey has never promised anyone to start any punitive operation and send Ukrainian soldiers to kill Ukrainian citizens. In his statement published on his Facebook profile page, he developed the topic of Russia's military aggression against Ukraine, and such a policy of Russian officials, according to him, can cause deaths of dozens of thousands of Ukrainian people. Our armed forces confidently and bravely narrowed and attacked the groups of Russian militants and mercenaries, killed saboteurs and special unit soldiers. Therefore, the Kremlin had to start full-scale invasion of its regular troops of Donbas region. Today we are fighting against separate detachments and units, but tomorrow these might be corps. We need to immediately establish defense against Russia that tries to not only consolidate its positions on the territories previously occupied by terrorists, but also means to invade other areas of Ukraine, Mr. Helitey wrote.
Lenta.ru published a text titled Ukrainian Media War by Igor Konstantinov. The article is concluded by the comment that is attributed to Yuri Lelavsky, a freelance journalist of the information agency Zik. Running, things are really bad. Everything is breaking out, collapsing, companies are being shut down, instability, price hike, rolling back of social benefit and subsidy programs. The new authority is liquidating everything and living standards are dropping at a rapid speed. While in Kiev and Odessa, extravagant military parades are held. Ukrainian journalists were very doubtful about the faithfulness of the comment, as there is high probability that Yuri Lelavsky is being kept hostage by Donetsk rebels now. He arrived at the territory at the end of July, and any attempts to contact him have failed until today. Journalists of the mediasapiences.ua website addressed to Lenta.ru to find out how the author of the article could interview his colleague captured by rebels. Lenta.ru, in its turn, announced that the article was written not by Igor Konstantinov but Igor Karmazin. According to him, he met Yuri Lelavsky during the Maidan events, and they kept in touch since then. The comment used in the article is said to have been taken from Yuri Lelavsky's letter on the 6th of April 2015, but the last phrase about military parades I wrote on my own, I confess, admitted Karmazin.
Russian broadcasting company Russia 24 broadcasts news in its Vesti project, running the children's battalion that will join combat actions in Donbass was formed in Lviv region.
Here in Transcarpathian region, the first children's battalion in Ukraine was established. A local rural head put forward an offer to serve children draft notices. According to some local news, the children are ready to fight. Their parents tell in their interviews about their feelings and readiness to see their offsprings off to the front.
However, no children battalions have been ever created in Transcarpathia. The Vesti used the materials from the report by Lviv broadcasting company ZIK, telling about a group of children who united their efforts to gather donations in their native village of Novitsa to support Ukrainian soldiers. In fact, it appeared that the rural head granted children invitations to join the group named for fun battalion. The invitation format was very simple and written on standard sheets of paper by hand. Mother of one of the battalion participants told in her interview that her son wanted to follow the example of his adult friends and pack things to depart to the front, and she did not prevent him. But that doesn't mean at all that she meant to let him join the real struggle. You watched the 25th episode of StopFake News. To find out more, visit our website stopfake.org.
Thank you for watching our news and your support. Follow our news to know about further development of the events. You can also follow our YouTube reports.
If you do appreciate our project as vital, please donate to give us your support. All transfer of money details are available at our website stopfake.org.
Stay with us. See you.